Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to another album episode. It's been a little bit since I've done an episode talking about albums and stuff. I used to do them every single Monday, but I kind of took a break from it for a while, and it has been super requested by you guys. So I picked 3 albums from the same band. You've probably seen by the thumbnail already what it is. And let's get these kind of in a better order. So these are the Mamas and the Papas. There's 3 different albums, and I recently just got this one here at a yard sale for $2. See? So I'm going to be talking about their music, and if you've never heard a lot of their songs, I think a lot of people are familiar with the California Dreamin'. That's one of their most popular songs. So, but if you've never heard their other songs, they are very beautiful, and I'll put a link in the description to some of my personal favorites. That way you can go and check it out. Okay. So, we're going to be looking at this one. This one is If You Can Believe Your Eyes and Ears, the Mamas and the Papas. Okay, so we'll be taking a look at that. We'll be taking a look at this one. This is the Mamas and the Papas Book of Songs. Okay, we'll be doing some tracing today, some tapping, lots of show and tell. Okay. This one's actually a gatefold, which means it opens up like a book. So that's going to be very interesting. Lots to read on that one. And then this one as well. I believe this one I found at a yard sale for $2 also. And this is actually volume 2, I do believe, of this one. So, yes. And this one is the Mamas and the Papas Golden Era, volume 2. Okay. So, I'll go ahead and start with the first one that I showed to you. Let's grab this. Okay. So, on the cover here, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce to you the band members. Okay. This right here is Mama Michelle Phillips. Look at those cool boots. I'm actually wearing boots, similar, kind of. Let's pull them off. Kind of. So it's kind of a coincidence. So that is Mama Michelle. Okay. This next to her is Papa Denny. Okay. Next to him is Mama Cass Elliott. What's her name? And this is Papa John. Okay. So a little fun fact, if those of you who didn't know this, the daughters of Michelle Phillips and Papa John, I believe, the daughters of them and the daughters from one of the guys from the Beach Boys have a band together called Wilson Phillips. I think the Wilson Phillips band, and they sing that song, Hold On for One More Day, and I just recently found out about that because my dad was telling me, so it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little fun fact. So yeah, there's the band sitting in the tub, and there's documentaries on this band and just music videos on YouTube and things, and they're one of my favorite bands. Like, they're so interesting, the stories behind it and everything, a lot of background to this band, okay? So if you are interested in music culture or music history, music appreciation and stuff, and you'd like to learn more about it, I definitely recommend looking into it and watching some of their documentaries and stuff. Okay. So this is Gold Record. This is Gold Record Award. Alright. The songs on this album: California Dreamin', Monday Monday, and I Call Your Name. They're in this little square down here. Okay. And there's other songs, of course. Those are just like the featured 3. So I'm gonna read to you what it says on the back, but first let's go ahead and read what songs are on this album. Okay. On side 1 you have Monday Monday, and that's 3 minutes and 3 seconds long. I always like telling you guys about how long the song is. Monday Monday is one of my favorites. If you haven't heard it, that's one that I would recommend checking out. The next one is Straight Shooter. That's 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Got a Feeling. That's 2 minutes and 44 seconds. I Call Your Name. 2:32. Do You Wanna Dance? 2:58. And Go Where You Wanna Go. That's another one that I really like. I like the tune of that one. And that is 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Okay. On side 2, you have California Dreamin', which is 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Spanish Harlem, that's 3:22. Somebody Groovy, 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Hey Girl, 2 minutes and 21 seconds. You Baby, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And In Crowd is the very last song on that side, and that's 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Which is, I do believe, the longest song on the whole album. So, look at that. Look at that photo of them looking down at the camera. It's cool. Reminds me of like a fall/wintry day. Just because of the kind of like, you can see like the branches in the back. Reminds me of like wintry trees or something. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and read through this. There's a lot to read here. So, I'm gonna try to read as much as I can. Okay. To say that the Mamas and the Papas defy vocal and visual description has to be the biggest understatement of the year, and for that matter, of next year as well. Let me try to find the year on this actually really quickly before we continue. Let's see. Usually it's on the very bottom, but I'm not seeing it. And there's no sleeve, sadly. But the inside of this album has a really good smell, like old library book, which you guys know I love that. Alright, so I can't find a year, but let's go ahead and continue. There are 4 of them, and they come in all shapes and sizes. They live in a nutty world of semi-existentialism, of cuckoo clocks and antique lampshades and beat-up old cars and Indian boots, of longish hair and longer hair folk singers and not-so-folk singers, of Lou Alders and Lovin' Spoonfuls, and primarily of Mamas and Papas, which in point of fact they are not. John is the acknowledged leader, a tall, thin, gaunt person who takes everything very seriously and would probably perpetuate a rather bewildered executive image were it not for his mildly dignified but poverty-stricken appearance. He has played and sung his way around Greenwich Village and other significant musical areas with and without his 3 partners. has an unusually creative mind, which has been evident on the many songs he has written, several of which are featured in this album. His fellow papa is Denny, an insolently handsome young Canadian who is nonconformist in that he originally entered our offices clean-shaven but wearing black leather, and has since taken to wearing expensive sports clothes only with a beard. His philosophies conform to the standard folk dream in many ways, the main difference being that they are neither idealistic nor illogical. Okay. It would be hard to say which of the two mamas is the more striking. Michelle is certainly the more mysterious of the two. She is lissom, blonde, vision with a voice who doesn't say very much, but just looks at you, wave-like, zuv-like, and or whatever adjective you care to dream up like. She was once a model, and in her own way is still a model, and you haven't seen anything until you've seen her smile. To end up with, there is Cass. You couldn't really end up with anything else. She collects antiques, talks freely about art and Bob Dylan, loves whispering Paul McDowell, and traveled the land in satirical reviews, wears cute little gold-rimmed glasses, and, like the others, lives for today, buddy, 'cause tomorrow may never happen. So, as you guys can tell, I'm not the best out loud reader. I never was, so I kind of mispronounce a lot of things. You guys know this from my other reading videos, but I know that there's a lot of new subscribers here, and a lot of you may not have known that about me. But yeah, I try to do my best, but I do apologize if I mispronounce any words. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, let's see. So one thing I do want to say, I was watching a documentary one time about the band, okay? And Papa John, he woke up like I don't know what time, it was really late at night, and he had this idea for a song, okay? And he woke up Michelle. He woke her up, and she was dead tired. She did not want to wake up and write down the song. And he told her, if you just wake up and sit with me and write down the words that I tell you to write, I will give you half the credit of the song. Like, I will give you writer's credit or something. So she woke up and ended up writing California Dreamin' with John that night. Isn't that awesome? That is super cool. So, there's that album. Now, I'm going to show you guys, let's see, this is volume 2, so we'll start with this other one. This one that we're about to look at is the gatefold. So, we've got these little round pieces here. And there's a kind of an iconic picture of the band all facing their backs to the camera. Papa John is always, well, not always, but most of the time I've seen him in pictures and in videos and even on stage and stuff, wearing this hat, wearing these crazy furry hats, and I love that. Before I open it, I will read what songs are on it. So it says, Monday, Monday, California Dreamin', I Call Your Name, dedicated to the one I love, which that one is such a beautiful song. Go Where You Wanna Go, I love that one too. I saw her again last night, love that one. Creek Alley is my favorite Mamas and the Papas song. so upbeat and fun, and the story behind it's cute. You gotta listen to it, okay? If you want to. Once Was a Time I Thought. I don't know if I recognize that one. San Francisco. 12:30. Okay, I love that song, 12:30. That song was actually in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yes. And I love that movie. That song's actually in that movie, and that's like one of the first times I've ever heard it. To be honest, I had never really, unless I heard it before when I was younger, and just like never really was drawn to it. But that movie reintroduced that song to me, and I love that song. It's one of my favorites by them. Okay, Words of Love, Straight Shooter, and Dancing Bear. Okay, so that is the songs on there. And it says in a little box here, words to every song inside. Okay, so the inside's really cool looking. It's like that rustic yellow. That's my favorite color ever. Rustic yellow, and then the words and the outlines are black. So really, really cool. Got all kinds of pictures. There's Mama Cass and Mama Michelle there. Different pictures of them all over. There's Papa Denny, I do believe. Yeah, Papa Denny right there. So, if you don't know the story, I won't go all into it, in case you wanted to go and look it up yourself and watch the documentary yourself and everything. But the story is Mama Michelle and Papa John were married, okay? And Mama Cass had the hugest crush on Papa Denny, okay? They never was dating or anything, though. She just loved him. Like, she was his biggest fan, okay? Apparently, and you can go and look this up yourself, or you can go and watch the documentaries and read about it if you want to. But Mama Michelle ended up cheating on Papa John, with Papa Denny. And it kinda, tainted the friendship a little bit. So, yeah, that's like the juicy drama of the Mamas and the Papas right there. Long story short. But yeah, it's kinda sad. Kinda sad. But I still love the band. I still love all the members. And, I mean, how can't you? They're just all so unique and beautiful people. I love the album art as well. On all the albums, they always take these very 60s-ish type of pictures. And look at that sunset from back then. These little birds. So cool. And the background on this reminds me of like an old vintage wallpaper or something. Super cute. Let's see, this one might be. Oh yeah, this one opens up as well. I didn't even realize because I just got this album a couple days, maybe like a week ago. So it opens up. You have these pictures here. Mama Michelle, Papa John, Mama Cass, and Papa Denny. And there's another one here. I don't know, what do you call that? Sepia colored. It's like and yellow, or black and like a brownish tint. Let's see. I think it. Okay. Oh. So I actually don't know if it's just old and like torn, or if it's actually supposed to come open like this. But it opens up, and then there's the record. Okay. So it's cute. I'll go ahead and read to you what songs are on this one, in case there's any different ones than those. And I think a lot of them are. Okay. On side 1, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs. And on side 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs on side 2 as well. So side 1, we have My Girl, Sing for Your Supper, No Salt on Her Tail, Twist and Shout, and that one is basically done by Mama Cass. Like, she's the one singing it mainly. I'm pretty sure it's mainly her. And that one's really like a slow version of Twist and Shout, and it's really beautiful. I listened to that, and I had it stuck in my head one time for a few days. It was fun. Glad to Be Unhappy, Nothing's Too Good for My Little Girl. Okay. And then on side 2, For the Love of Ivy, Do You Want to Dance, Trip, Stumble, and Fall, Hey Girl, You Baby, and Dream a Little Dream of Me, which I love that one too. Pretty sure that's just Mama Cass as well. But that's one of my favorite versions of Dream a Little Dream of Me, and I don't know, it's just very beautifully done. So, like I said, I'll link my favorite ones in the description, but there's so many songs that they've done, so definitely, if you want to dive in a little bit and check them out if you are interested in learning about some older music that might be new to you. I check the age groups of my subscribers or my viewers, you guys watching my videos, and I check like what most of you guys are aged around, and it's a lot of 18-year-olds through 25-year-olds. So there's a good chance that you haven't really listened to these guys just because they are from like the 60s, But if you have, more power to you. If you haven't, though, definitely check out some of the songs in the description, some of the songs that I've talked about today. Start with California Dreamin', see if you recognize that one. Then I would check out Creek Alley, Monday, Dream a Little Dream of Me, dedicated to the one I love, Twist and Shout. 12:30 is really good. But yeah, try to listen to the entire song if you go to give it a chance. Don't just listen to like the first 20 seconds or something, because some songs, and this goes for all bands and all music, some songs will start out one way at first and you might think, yikes, what am I listening to, or this sounds a little weird. But if you let it go, if you just listen to the whole entire song, you might really find some parts that you really, really dig. Okay? So give music a chance, open up your mind, see if it